Hello everyone. So it is time for my sowing, what I am sowing in December video. I still got a few things that I'm sowing just to keep us going all year round. So let's start from the beginning. Most of this stuff I'm going to have sown mid-December. It'll all be done. And then we can just get on with the festivities and Christmas. So, right. First thing I am going to sow is a batch of peas, really extra early peas. And the variety I've chosen is a variety called Meteor. Now, it's a very, very fast growing pea. It's not the most delicious pea, but like I said, it grows very fast. I am going to grow them in the greenhouse, probably over at the allotment. I don't think I'll do them here at the greenhouse here at home. And they then can come in a little bit early. I'm hoping to harvest them end of April, early May. So they'll be about 2 or 3 weeks earlier than all my other peas. It's a little bit of an experiment because, like I said, it's not the best tasting pea, but at least we'll be able to get some early peas. I don't overwinter peas, so I don't grow them. I don't sow them in the autumn and then overwinter them because I just find that my spring sown peas are really no later than any peas that are overwintered. So that's why I'm just going to try this batch. I'm not going to do many. I'm only going to do about 25 of them and we shall see how they get on. So that's the first thing I'm going to sow. The next thing that I'm going to sow is, let me just think. So I'm just thinking about the days that are coming up. So we're due quite a few fruit days. So let's deal with those first. Okay, so the fruits that I'm going to also sow are, I'm going to put in a couple of chilies. Now, I'm a little bit of a chiliaholic. I absolutely love them. I love them from very mild to extremely hot. But there are two particular chilies that I want a lot of every year. And they are jalapenos and also a chili called Anaheim. It's the long, I hope I've got a picture. That one. I let them go red. They're quite nice green as well. They are quite a mild pepper or quite a mild chili. So, but we really, really love them. They're really good for stuffing. So, jalapenos. We eat a lot of jalapenos. I do a lot with them. I pickle them. I use them for cowboy candy. We do a lot with jalapenos. So I am going to put in just a couple of plants of each to see how they get on and whether I get a really, really good yield and harvest. So what's going to happen with these is I will germinate them under lights. Then I will bring them into the green, first of all, do them on the windowsill in the kitchen. And just really have them as houseplants. And then I will take them out to the greenhouse after that, and then they're going to go outside. So that's the journey of those particular chilies. The other things I'm going to start off, so last year I sowed all of my sweet peppers in January, and they were really, really successful. So I am going to try this year to come forward a month and do them a little bit earlier. So I'm going to do only a couple of each, and I want to see whether it's going to make any difference, first of all, to the yield and also to the harvest and when I get them. So I'm just looking here, I made notes here. So again, I'm hoping to harvest these in mid-June, which is quite early for peppers. So I have got the varieties that I'm going to try, I've got 3 new ones and I've got one that I love, absolutely love. I do actually sow, like I said, most of my other peppers, sweet peppers, in January. The one that I tried this year for the first time was one called Long Yellow Ringo, and it's a long pepper and it's yellow. And they are absolutely delicious. And they were actually quite prolific. So those are going to go in again this year. They were really good. I have 3 new ones. One is called Sweet, is a sweet pepper. One is called Lemon Dream. It's only a small one and it has thicker flesh. I've realized in growing peppers that I do like the thick fleshed pepper. You can do a lot more with it. So you can char grill it under the grill. You can do it in the oven. You can stuff them. I do like them very much. The thinner variety fleshed ones are good for salads, but actually I quite like the thicker ones as well. So Lemon Dream, that's my first one. The second one is called, it's an F1, and it is called Bright Star. Now this is a small, it's orange, and it's a small round sweet pepper. That one came up very good in the reviews, so I'm going to try that one. And the other one is called Akron. Again, another F1, thick, fleshed, red pepper, and they're the 3 newies that I'm going to try this year. So like I said, I'm only going to do a couple. They're going to be under lights for quite a while, and when they come out, they can all just sit inside on the windowsill. I like the look of peppers. I like seeing things growing around me. So that is the fruits. Let's go now to the roots. So the roots that I am going to put in this month are, I'm going to do some onions. Now, I'm not going to do, my main crop onions, I don't start until February. But these onions are going to be the ones to tide me over when I finish my onions that I've got in store. So they probably will only be like spring onions or salad onions. But if I don't use them all, then they can stay in the ground and they can bulb up because they also bulb. So the varieties that I'm going to do are Sturon. That's a very popular spring variety for main crop onions. They're going to go in. I plan on doing about 40 cells, and I'm going to put 5, I'm going to multi-sow, so I'm going to put 5 per cell. The next one that I really love is this one called North Holland Blood Red. I grew it again this year. It's a great salad onion that then becomes a bulbing onion. Really delicious, absolutely love it. Same amount. And then the last one is another spring onion called Lillia. And I grew this in the greenhouse over at the allotment. I grew them as spring onions, and then I left them in the ground, and I got some fantastic big bulb onions. So all of these are proper bulb onions that are grown as spring onions, and they're going to be sown, like I said. The last thing that I am going to grow, and I haven't got one packet up here, but it doesn't matter because I'll tell you what it is, are my Asian greens. Now actually it's not the last thing because I've got some lettuce. We love Asian greens, and I like to have them all year round. So at the moment I have got pretty established Asian greens, especially Tatsoi, in the kitchen garden here at home. I've got some very nice red pak choi, and these are the varieties that I'm going to be sowing again in the garden as well. I have some Asian greens as well growing in my veggie pod, and I have some in the greenhouse. So they're all going. The trouble is that those Asian greens will be bolting in the end of February. So I want something that can then take over from them onwards before the summer comes, and that's this sowing. So I am going to do 20 of each. I'm going to do the Tatsoi again. I'm going to do the red pak choi, and I'm also now going to throw in another Asian green that I haven't done for quite a while called Komatsuna, and it works a little bit, looks a little bit like a perpetual spinach, but it is very delicious and it's fast growing as well. So I'm going to do those. These Asian greens don't need lights to germinate, so they should be fine. And then I'm hoping to harvest them in March. That's that. The last thing that I am going to do is another succession of lettuce. And I'm just going to get it out here. This is, I've just been doing a sowing actually for Instagram of lettuce. So the ones that I'm going to do are, well, kind of my favorite. These are my favorite spring lettuces, really. So I'm only going to do 10 of each, and these are going to then take over. I'm hoping to harvest these in late March, and I will probably harvest them as full heads, I would think. Yeah. The first one is always Flashy Butter Oak. This is a lovely lettuce. It's really delicious. It's really good looking as well. Green leaves, all speckled with kind of red speckles all over them. Great lettuce. That's the first one. The second one I'm going to do is one that I've just sown today, this is the Bionda Riccia. And this is the one that I grow instead of Lolo Bionda, because this I find doesn't get stem rot. So I'm going to put some of those in as well, another 10 of those. I'm going to do the red variety as well. So there's a red one. That's going to go in. My favorite lettuce of all time, if I can find it, there it is, Navara. This is an oak leaf. It is one of the best lettuces for growing at this time of year. So that is going in. And one more, which is the Maravilla one. And there are two types of Maravilla. There's the Maravilla de Canasta, which is very popular. And I have the, if I can find it, Maravilla de Verano. There it is, that one. And that's going to go in. So that's my next sowings of lettuce. And that is what I am sowing in December. So most of these, all of these, except the Asian greens, are going to go under lights for periods of time, only because I just want really nice stocky plants, and that's it. You can grow all of this on the windowsill if you want to. I can't guarantee you that you won't get leggy plants, but usually when you transplant them, they're fine. So yeah, that's that. I hope you're sowing in December. It's really, really fun. I love sowing and growing all year round. It makes me feel good. I like to see little seedlings and things growing around me. And also it keeps us sustained all year round as well. So I'll see you next time for my sowing in January. I start to ramp it up again in January. I did say I was going to be quieter in December, and I'm just wondering, is it quieter? Probably about the same as November. I think actually November's quieter than December, now that I've added all these chili peppers and peppers as well. So I'm Susie B from SusyBLiving, and thanks for watching. And if you want to continue getting my videos, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and a thumbs up would be nice too. Thanks, see you later.